Alright, hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to day 2 of the developer log. So today my goal is to try and create some kind of spawning room for the players. And once that spawning room's fine and created, we're going to have maybe make some mushrooms or something, have like decorate this place a little bit more. And then we'll work on the actual game itself. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and open up Blender. Now, like I said, I'm not great at Blender, so I may get things wrong. We'll go ahead and start. So I'm kind of like I want like a kind of like almost like a cabin type thing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give myself a circle. Is it no circle? A cylinder, that's it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give that, I don't know, something like 20. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, that works. Go ahead and select the top. And we can go ahead and move that up. Hold shift. Can I get the top down view? Or is it? Go to the top down view. Yeah. Or the side view. That's it. Right, I'm going to go ahead and G. Move it up to about. That's good enough for me, I think. There. And then we're going to select it all. And then, not that. We're going to bevel it. Again, I'm not great at this, so I'll have to get you just play around and see what we get. I'm going to select the top now. I'm just going to scale that. Woo, not that way. I guess that'll do. Yeah. Okay. So now what I want to do is I'm going to scale that up again. Then I'm going to select all of these. I don't know, maybe it's like from here to here. Yeah, that'll do. Then I'm going to scale that out. And that's kind of the idea I'm going for here. So what we can go ahead and do is grab this. Let's select this guy. We know this guy. We're going to go ahead and grab all the parts here. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate that. And we're going to go ahead and move it over. Yep, that looks good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and fix this side here. It's the edge mode. I'm just going to go ahead and select all these 4 elements. Just like this. And then we're going to select like that. Press it. We've selected the top accidentally as well. Okay, we just need to try and get the right. We want to select that guy. We want to select this guy here. All these little edges here. Just so we can get a nice. And press F to fill that. Now the top here, we are going to go ahead and select the top here. We'll just go ahead and select all these top edges. go away that we don't click anything else. Then we're going to go ahead and press F for that. And that's going to get rid of that gap. Let's go ahead and select this edge here. And get rid of this gap here. We can probably just go to there. That should work quite nicely. Yeah, there we go. That'll do it. We'll go ahead and do that on the same side, on the opposite side as well. And we'll go ahead and select this guy, this guy. And we're just going to try and make it a little bit more symmetrical. We'll press F. There we go. Alright, so now we've got this kind of shape, which I kind of like a lot. I do like this shape a lot. Now what we're going to do is, like, kind of want it to, like, arch up in a way. So I'm going to try and select this guy. And what I'm going to do. I want to move it up. No. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and scale it back. That's what I'm going to do. Now I should be able to select all this area here. I should be able to move this up. I'm going to move it back a little bit. Now we can see where check now. Let's go back again actually. Got an idea. We're going to go ahead and extrude it out. And then we'll go ahead and extrude it out again. And this is the part we'll move. Just for the sake of things. Keeping things simple. We should be able to, yeah, we go. There we go, that's it, yeah. Yeah, that's it, okay. That's kind of what I want, like that kind of shape. I actually prefer it to Windows 10. And probably because of I'm using a beast machine, so I can actually run Windows 11 very efficiently. Alright, so let's go ahead and I like that kind of shape, but I want somewhere for them to spawn more so. So I'm gonna probably extrude it back a bit more. And kind of like that. And then probably going to go ahead and copy this. Should I work out how I'm going to... Oh no. No, it's not cheap. It's just, I've just got a beast of a machine. Let's go ahead and scale it. We'll select these two. Not that, in the middle there. I'm just going to go ahead and scale them in. It's not the right one I want to do. Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to do it individually, okay. Scale it in. Give it a kind of nice. That'll do, I guess. And then I'm going to probably scale it up. Scale it in again. Okay, I've got 16 gigs of RAM, so... But I did have 8 a long time ago. Is that level? Let's have a look and see if that's level. Can't quite tell if that's level or not. Just gonna try and see if I can. I think that's level. What else am I gonna do with this? I kind of just go into this with a blank mind and just like. I'm not entirely sure where I should like take this building. I kind of like that as the entrance. Kind of nice little entrance there. I could do that's what I'll do. I'll do like this be like it's almost like a porch, so to speak. I'm gonna select all this circle here. I'm gonna go around here and select it all. I can actually get it all. Sure, I'm missing one, but I can patch it up later. I build stud style mostly, so I don't even know how to use it. Yeah, I don't actually know like fully how to use Blender, but I guess they say practice makes perfect. I've only been using Blender for a couple of weeks, but it seems to be where everybody's making buildings on these days. So we'll go ahead and duplicate that. I'm going to go ahead and move that over to the end here. And I'm just going to try and match that up. So it's level. Move it in a little bit more. How does that look? Yeah, I like that. Probably could go in a little tiny bit more. I'm not the best with it. No, so yeah, let's say please don't come here. Alright, okay. Let's go ahead and duplicate that again. I'm going to go ahead and move that into place again. I don't really know if this is working or not, but we'll try and work with it. We can always patch up later or redesign it later. I think we'll move on to like building like I kind of just want it to be like an area that players can just sort of chill in. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it back here. I'm just going to press Control R here. It's going to allow me to create these little sections here. So I'm going to go ahead and do about. I'm going to do 3 sections here. Yeah, that'll work. And now I should be able to expand outwards from here. Go ahead and take that as well. Expand out that way as well. We'll also go ahead and move this upwards more. This should allow us to should be able to move it upwards, giving it like a nice little roof. Yeah, that's gonna work nice. Now we're gonna go ahead and expand that outwards. I'm gonna extrude it rather than pull it because that will allow me to go larger. Yeah, it's a little bit too much. I'm just trying to make it some sort of like area that the players can just sort of chill in. I suppose I could always That's what I'll do. I will make sure I'm selecting these lines here, and I'll select that line there. And that way I can just press F, and that will do a nice little connection point. From the player's perspective, it's just like a straight, like a roof, so to speak. And then we can just expand this back. And this is going to just be like the area where the players are going to spawn inside of. I guess. I probably could press S and just scale it inwards. We'll do like that. Or do we make this the spawning platform and have it like a? Yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll make this the spawning platform, and then we'll just got to make a way. Like we've got to make some steps down or something. Let's go ahead and scale it out. We can go ahead and drag it down. That's what we're going to do. Change my mind on having it like a building. I'll have it more like a platform. Yeah, that's going to work fine. So I don't have that much room. If I go back to my game, you see I don't have that much room. That should be good enough. Let's go ahead and now we've got our like platform, so to speak. I want to make some kind of like huge pillar to hold these edges up. Let's go ahead and create another circle. And we'll go ahead and make that 20. Go ahead and move that over here. That's not what I want. Not a circle, sorry. It's a sphere, innit? It is a cylinder, sorry. That's what I wanted. Right, so we'll go ahead and match this up to the end here. Like I said, I'm not that good at Blender. It is just practice makes perfect. Alright. Let's try and make sure that's in line. Alright. We should be able to now go ahead and do a top-down view. That's it. Go ahead and select that. And we're just going to go hold Control and move upwards. And then we should make sure that's straight. And now we can actually see if it's in line or not. There we go. Go ahead and scale that. That should be good. We'll go ahead and select, not that. Select it all. I'm just going to move it in so it's in line with the rest of the platform. Okay, get the bottom. Yep. Okay, nice. Let's make sure that's in line. That's good enough for me. And then we'll go ahead and scale up. select all. Bring it out a little tiny bit. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and select the top. Move that up through here. And there we go. That's kind of like what I'm going for. Right. Yeah, I have internet problems. We've all been there. And then the dark old days when you have to go and restart the router. I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate that. I'm going to move that over to the opposite side. Making sure that's in line with the other one, yeah. I decided that I'm going to have it like a platform. Rather than a building, I'm going to have it like a platform. And the players are going to be able to walk down and then down there. Kind of looks like a slide, not going to lie. But that's kind of what we're going for. Let's go ahead and I feel like it should have 2 back pillars as well. So let's go ahead and duplicate this. And then make sure that it's in line with the back. That should do for now. Yep. Go ahead and duplicate that. And then we should have some sort of platform. I guess that'll work for now. We'll go ahead and start texturing it now. So I'm just going to keep it very simple, and I'm going to have... Maybe I can just bevel these. That's what I'll do. I'll bevel these tops so that they're not like straight, flat. Go ahead and bevel. Bevel. And just to give it a little bit more kind of depth. Go ahead and select the top of these as well. And go ahead and set the move tool. I'm going to go ahead and press E to scale up. And now we're going to go ahead and select. Just going to scale it inwards. Just a little tiny bit on each one. And the last one should be able to... Come on. It's always the last one that's been difficult. There we go. Should be able to bevel that, those tops as well. Then we can have like some sort of weird monument thing. Go ahead and bevel that. Can't actually see what's going on here. Okay, that's a bit too much of a bevel. We just need to get a little tiny bevel on it. There we go. That's it. Perfect. Okay, so that I'm happy with that for now. It's just a place for the players to spawn. You can always change it later. Let's go ahead and we'll go into shading. And we're going to go ahead and select our object. We're going to press new. And then we're going to go ahead and press Shift A and grab a image texture. Set that to the color there. We'll go ahead and go to documents, go to Blender, and we'll go ahead and select the palette that I've got chosen. Go ahead and press closest. And at the moment, it doesn't look the best, but we'll fix that. So we're going to go into UV editor now. This is where we're going to texture the actual entire thing. So if we zoom in here, we can see we've got a color palette. And if I select a piece here, press A on it, we can see that all of the pieces have been laid out into like a box form. And we can then adjust and stuff. So we go ahead and kind of want this platform to be like, maybe it's like a black colour here. So we're going to select that, and we're going to press A, press S, and scale it to 0. I'm going to move it to be like a black colour. Press that to see what it's like. So there's our black there. I just have to change the brown and the stuff. So we're going to select the brown here. And I think I'm going to make it like a blue colour. All the way down to the bottom here. So I'm going to press A, S, press 0, and then press G to move it down to... I kind of like that. We can then go ahead and select these tiles here. And we'll go ahead and select this as well. That should be good because nobody, the player's not going to see anything else after that. Go ahead and unselect them. Why not? Try and get that last little gap. There we go. I'm just going to select them. One last bit, just to get it. There we go. Okay, and I think I'm going to go for a nice, like, maybe silver. Or like a nice silvery colour for the pylons. That's good enough for me. Go ahead and do that for the opposite side. We'll just go ahead and grab all the other parts of this. Just noticed that I missed some here. And I've actually missed a load. Okay, not too bad that one. But I've missed the top here. Let's go ahead and grab. I think everything else is fine there. Grab the top. The last of these pylons. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Hold shift and do it. But the last half. And then we'll go ahead and grab these little pylons down here. Just as simple as that. And then we'll have a look at what it looks like in game. Okay, there we go. It's going to be hard to get these little tiny bits. I think we can do it. Just going to try and see if we can get these little tiny bits down here. Take my time with it. Try and get these other ones here. It's going to be hard to get these little tiny ones underneath here. Alright. That's that one done. I think we only got one more to do, I think. The top here. Just hard to get those last little sections of the pylon. Just because they're so small. Ah, it's gonna be a pain this. Just get those little tiny last little bits. Just from what the player sees, that's all we're trying to aim for. Okay, we've got one there. I've missed loads. Last little bits. We're actually missing a part there, so we're gonna have to fix that. Let's go ahead and do this. I didn't actually realise I was missing a part there. I mean, if we miss one or two, it's not too bad. I mean, the player's not really going to see this much. And if they do, it's not really that much of a kind of like, not really going to be, it's not going to ruin the entire game experience from this perspective. Okay, I think that's it. I have selected a load of these. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and press A. Go ahead and press G. No, sorry, S. Press 0. And scale it down. I'm going to go ahead and do that silvery colour. There we go. We've got a nice little silver colour to it. We'll go ahead and fix that. Now we're going to select line mode. I'm going to go ahead and select these guys. We'll press F. There we go. Should do it for now. We've got one here as well. There we go. Make sure I've got all the other pylons. And make sure there's no gap in this one, which doesn't look like there is. Alright, awesome. Okay. So I'm happy with that. From a player's perspective, that's just like a spawning platform, it's nothing much. Let's go ahead and export that. And let's have a look what it looks like in game. Roblox. We'll go ahead, oh, it's no, Blender, sorry. That's it, Blender. We'll go ahead and call this one Spawn Platform, why not? That's not Spawn Platform. Oh yeah, it's quite simple. Let's go into Roblox Studio. Let's get that in here. Go ahead and add a mesh part. And this is what I'm going to do just to have it, make it look like, see what it looks like in game before I actually import it. Floating island. Spawn platform, there we go. Have a look what it looks like. So let's have a look. That's actually come out quite good, actually. Yeah, that's going to work. That's going to work. It's going to look nice. It's going to work. So go ahead and rotate that around. And we'll go ahead and move that into place. It also is a little bit too big. We'll go ahead and scale that down. So the player isn't that big. Go ahead and move that into place. You can get a kind of perspective on it now. That's where it's going to go, so go ahead and rotate. And we'll go ahead and scale that up again. Yeah, that is kind of floating, so we're just going to make sure that it's not floating. I guess that works. Let's just try and make sure it's centered. And at the back here, and we'll go ahead and just put this up here for the time being, just so we can get an idea of what it looks like for a player. So it looks kind of small, to be honest with you, for a player. Yeah, we're going to have to scale it up a little bit bigger than that. I'd say that size, maybe is. Maybe it's at an angle and have it like, kind of like, yeah, that'll work. I'm trying to like work out the best position for it. Maybe it's the opposite way around. Get it like really far in the corner. Maybe it's just like gonna work this out. The player's gonna spawn in here. I feel like it should be like rotated a little bit further around. And like be pushed back into this corner. Kind of hard to get the right angle here. That weird shape. Well, that might work. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe we'll work with that. I mean, probably angle it a little bit more to the right here. And, oops, that's not what I want to do. Select you. Where are you? Where have you gone? There we are. Just trying to get that right angle on it. That's good, actually. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so, the player spawns here. They're free to walk around the edge here. Yeah, that's going to work fine. Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to group this. And inside of lobby, we're just going to call it spawn. And we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and create some more parts. We're going to anchor it first as well. Make sure it doesn't fall. We'll go ahead and create some parts here. So we'll go parts, grab this part, and this is our spawning platform. So we'll go ahead and we'll group them as well, and we'll go ahead and call that spawn positions. Spawn pos for short. Why not? Then we can go ahead and just start duplicating these spawns positions. I'm just going to make sure that I have enough for the amount of players we're going to play. I'm just going to do like a fair few of them on this platform. There we go, it's probably good enough, but we'll go ahead and do some more just in case. Just going to fill this platform up with spawn positions basically. We'll do some code to allow the player to spawn on this platform. We'll do one more here. And we'll just do one more at the back of here. That way the players should be able to spawn on any of these blocks. We'll go ahead and anchor all of them. We'll set can collide to false. We'll go ahead and put the transparency to 1 as well. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and jump into our player script. Our game loop script that we were working on the other day. And we'll go ahead and where our player added, okay, we go ahead and so we created the player stats. We're going to go ahead and create a function here, local function, and we'll call this player spawn. Yeah, something like that. We'll pass the player through there. And we'll go ahead and do. Oh, I've got an extra space there. Player spawn. And we'll pass the player through there. Okay. So now that the player is in the game, we want to get the character. So we're going to get a character. So we're going to say local char or character. Local character is equal to player dot character or player dot character added wait. What's going on there? What's going on there? Okay. Player.character. Character added. It's all one word. My bad. Is that right? Doesn't look right to me. Character. I'm not doing this in a while. Character added. Is that it? I'm gonna look it up a second here. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, nice. Right, so that's done there. So we're going to say if character, if there is a character, then we're going to say that the local humanoid we're going to say character dot humanoid root part, and we'll go ahead and do local humanoid character dot humanoid root part, humanoid root part, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get our lobby folder. So we'll go ahead and come up here. I'm going to say local lobby equals workspace wait for child lobby, and then we'll say under lobby we'll say local spawn spawns equals lobby dot spawns. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to say dot spawn pause get children, just like that. So now we're going to come down here and we're going to say that's what we're going to do. So we're going to say humanoid root part dot cframe equals cframe dot new, and then we're going to say we're going to say spawns math.random 1, hashtag spawns. Just like that. And then we're going to say dot position Just like that. And now we can go ahead and test that. And we should spawn at a random position on the platform. There we go. If we go ahead and reset the character, we can get another position to spawn as well. So, okay. Wait. Players dot spawn time. That's what I wanted to do. And that should allow for a player to respawn when should. So we should work now if we go ahead and we get rid of the default spawn. Come on, game, what's going on? Yep. That's happened. We'll go ahead and get rid of the default spawn. That's what we're going to do. So now the players should automatically spawn on that platform, which is what we're trying to get to happen. That's all we're trying to get to happen, basically. And I think it's okay. I mean, I'm not the best builder, so I think it was quite good for what it is. Although I just noticed that those did not actually... So let's try and see if we can fix that by selecting our mesh. Not what I want. And then pressing double-sided. There we go. Let's fix it. That looks a lot better. It looked a bit weird before, but now it's definitely a lot better. Yeah, that's definitely a lot better. Awesome. Genuinely is awesome. Okay, what next then? What's our next goal or? I guess we could have a pathway. Do a pathway around here. Guess we could do that. Let's go ahead and start working on some sort of path. Also going to group this, and we're going to go ahead and so this is our spawn. Yeah, we'll leave it at that, and then we'll go ahead and call this the lobby map. And then we'll go ahead and create another model inside there, and we'll call this paths. Go ahead and get a part here, and let's go ahead and make this pathway. We're going to use Roblox Studio here because it's not that complicated to create a path. Go ahead and rotate this around so it's facing the right angle. There we go. We're going to go ahead and scale this. We're also going to go ahead and anchor it all and do all the settings. Scale that down. And that's about right. So I'm going to have a pathway. It's going to go all the way around here. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, go. There we go. We'll go ahead and duplicate that. I've just realised I've played copyrighted songs, not intentionally. I meant to play non-copyrighted songs. Oh dear. That is my bad. That is completely my bad. I did not realise I was playing copyrighted songs. Oh well, I don't make any money in these videos anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and create like little kind of differences in this pathway. And I'm just going to change the colour of these so I can see them a bit clearer. Like a pale, like brown at that. Yeah, that'll work. Also going to group them. And I'm going to call this, call them rocks, I guess. Alright, so now we can just move these in a little tiny bit, so we don't get that little clipping issue. And I'm just going to start to rotate this one. Just going to kind of make it look like it's meant to be there. Rotate that around. Make sure that's like in line. Now I should be able to just duplicate these. And just start to kind of play with it a little bit. And make like little patterns in this flooring. Kind of like that, so I'm just going to select it all and duplicate that. Start to like, and at the moment it doesn't look that great, but we will start making it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more kind of work. And make our own path here. And I'm going to go ahead and do one more time. I'm going to select these little bricks here. I'm going to try and make it more natural. Just like that. And at the moment, as I said, it doesn't look the best, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and union them. And that way, if we change one, we can change all of them. It's already looking a lot better now. Let's go ahead and select the base, and we'll go ahead and change that to a nicer colour. I'm thinking more of like that colour. Let's go for like a metal, I think. Maybe it's not that. That's good, actually. You know, like a darker grey. That's too dark. That's nice. Ghost grey looks nice, yeah. Now what we should be able to do is we should be able to just move this entire thing now. And just have this kind of like connect up to the Oops, not what I wanted. And that's not what I wanted either. Just want to kind of move this to be in line with that. Probably should have actually built the actual pathway first. But it'll do. We'll go ahead and duplicate this. That's not what I want to do. Okay, I want to duplicate. You want to group these. I want to go ahead and duplicate them. No problem. Welcome. Go ahead and just make this angle to the right. We're just going to try and level it out. Just making a pathway around here. Okay, we're just going to move this down a little tiny bit. And I'm just going to move this in a bit more. And then I'm probably just going to scale it out a little tiny bit, just so it kind of gets that. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to scale the base out a little bit. That's it. There we go. Now we're kind of getting like a sort of a pathway going around. We're going to just move slowly. We'll rotate that around again. We go around slowly and rotate it just a slight bit this way to give it a little bit more depth. I kind of like how it just fades into the pathway there. Kind of gives it like a little bit more natural look. We'll go ahead and we can actually probably just copy all of this and then just duplicate it again. Move it this way, rotate it around. And then we should try and connect that up again. Just very simply making a pathway. You can see how it's not exactly level, which is fine. We just bring it up slightly. Just to give it more depth. And we're also going to go ahead and just duplicate it again. And rotate that around. Just kind of making it look like the pathway is kind of like faded-ish. Rotate that. Get a little bit level. See where we've actually messed up a little bit. So we need to pull it upwards. And not that way. I can get the right angle on it. Come on. Let's change it to a 45-degree angle instead. To get a nicer, smoother rotation. Maybe the 15-degree angle. Something better. Come on. What? I don't understand why it's not like. That's great, but we need to bring it back a little bit more. Let's go ahead and rotate it a little bit. Bring it back to 0.1. So I don't really have a goal here, but we're just trying to make it look natural-ish. Let's bring this down so it's not floating. It kind of looks like it's like, you know, that's fine, I think. That's fine. If we bring this bricks up a little bit, I think it's fine. That's good, actually. Yeah, that works. That works a lot. So we'll go ahead and just bring these rocks up a little bit more. Maybe just rotate this down. You'll begin to see that very quickly. Very quickly, we've made a path. Isn't the best path? No, by far. But it is a path. Path, path, path. No, path. That's right. So now we should be able to just duplicate this, rotate it around, and then we just have to try and connect it up. And I actually think that's almost a perfect connection. Just do a little bit of alterations here. We have to move this one down a little bit. And actually you can probably move it all down, but we'll see. Kind of like that. That's perfect, okay? And that's just basically creating like an area for it. We're also going to just ungroup it all now. So we'll do this and we'll go ungroup. We're going to do that again as well. Ungroup, there we go. We've got these rocks, and we'll group them as well. Should be able to now select all these parts. Turn off cast shadow. And we should be able to like just move it down into the right position. We should also be able to just like scale it outwards now. And that's actually pretty good. That, in terms of what I was going for, it's not the best, no, but it'll do. We'll go ahead and save the game now. I'm trying to think of what else I can do in terms of. We've got the players to spawn, which is great. So we'll go ahead and test that now, just to see what it looks like in game. And there we go. Yeah, that's what's kind of cool, actually. It's like it's kind of like the game is kind of like falling apart, so to speak. Again, this is just for players to walk around. It's not an exact like pathway. And players are going to be watching the game here. Got our bits as well at the top here, or a bit, whatever. I guess we could look into maybe it's a typewriter effect for our coins here. Have a look. Awesome, okay. We're just going to copy this code here that I've got from this website. That's from the Roblox website. And we're just going to go ahead and stop the game now. And we're going to go ahead and add a typewriter effect to the UI up here. So we'll go ahead and we'll go into our start UI, our bits frame, and we'll go ahead and go into our script here. We'll go ahead and place this down here, just so we can work out what we've got. Okay, so we'll go ahead and, okay, so the label is there, okay. And work out what exactly we've got here. So this label is our currency text. We can get rid of that label. Where it says label here, we're going to change that to currency text. Or maybe it's not. Let's just see how he's, because I've got it on the website here. Okay, so we need a module script inside of replicated storage, okay? So let's go to replicated storage and a module script inside of here. We're going to go ahead and call that animate UI. Okay? We'll make that a capital there. And we'll go ahead and just copy this code in here. There we go. So we can say that we've got a function that says load translator. Okay, I'm trying to work it out. We've got a function, animate typewrite, GUI object, text, delay between characters. So that's what we need to pass through. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back into our script here. And let's just go ahead and test it. So let's go ahead and do local replicated storage. Replicated storage. Just like that. I'm going to do equals game get service replicated storage. There we go. And then we're going to say local animate UI equals require and we're going to say replicated storage, wait for child, animate UI, just like that. Or we could probably just say dot, yeah, just say dot And that should work fine. That should allow us to just do like animate dot. There we go. So let's see what it needs again. So this function needs a GUI object, text, and then the delay between characters. Okay? So our GUI object is going to be currency. So what we can do is we can say, copy this, and we can say currency. No, animate UI, but type right. And then we're going to pass in our GUI object, so that would be currency, right? Which is our text label. We're then going to put in our text, so that would be bits.value. And then we can delay like 0.5, just like that. And then we can go ahead and copy this. And then we can go ahead and paste this under here. And that should be our animated UI. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, what we got? Attempt to index a number with a G sub. So it's looking for, so it's got a number. Okay, I know what is wrong. So we need to convert it to, instead of it saying, we need to convert it to a string. So we're going to say toString, and then paste our bits.value in there. I'm going to say toString, then paste the bits.value. Then we go ahead and press play. We should have our text now. Yeah, we go. Typewriter effect. Awesome. Awesome. We are going to want it a little bit faster than that. So let's go ahead and make these a little bit nicer for us. We'll say local delay. UI delay equals, let's go for something like 0.3. And then we can just say UI delay here. That should make it a little bit easier for us to type. It isn't a folder. There we go. That works. Awesome. And that way, if a player is going to update the, so if we go ahead and change our UI here, and we go and change it to like a 1000, for example, and we go ahead, not 100, 1000, we go back, it should be, oh, well, I can't exactly show you that, but it will say 1000 up there, or so forth. Come on, Robot Studio. Just studio lags, man. There we go. So now if we go and press play, it should say 1000. There we go. Nice. Awesome. And I think we'll leave it there for today. I've done all that I wanted to do for today. So thank you for watching. If you did like, make sure to subscribe. And just press, because then if I wanted to change the amount of delay, I can change it from one specific place rather than like 2 different locations. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you did like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.